the second video in my Line Blitz 2 guide series. In this video, we are going to watch our first game against the Calgary Stampeders. I did not do a scouting, game planning, and offensive playbook and defensive playbook video for this game because I didn't want the possibility of their coaches to watch it and know what we were doing ahead of time. Excuse me. Self cough. I will be in my next video. We have a game against the computer, so I will be doing that guide on scouting, game planning, and setting up playbooks in our third video. So for this game, though, before we start watching the game, I do want to talk about one thing that I did do and kind of talk about what my plan was for this game, so that you can see if that works, and this whole idea of consistency. So in the last video, we talked about my quarterback being the quintessential pocket passer. When I was scouting Calgary, I noticed that they like to bring the zero edge blitz a lot. So I purposely picked plays that were good against the zero edge blitz. And one of those plays is a quarterback run out of trips formation. So in order to use that play, I did have to use some of the extra flex that I bought, the rest of my extra flex pretty much, to boost Mr. Brady's sprinting so that he can get outside. So that's one thing I want you to look for in this game when we call that quarterback rollout out of trips, to see how well it works against the zero edge blitz. And so we'll talk more as the game as the game goes on. But let's quickly look at Tom's sprinting here. I did get it up to 25. I wish I could have got 5 more points in there, but we'll see how this goes for our first game. So I'm going to get into our game. I have not watched this game yet, so I'll be commentating on it live. Notice this player is currently playing a game, so I can click here. Sorry for the coughing, and if there's any background noise, that's my son. So here we go. And Calgary will be kicking off to us. We have Barry Sanders back to return the ball, and he returns it for 22 yards. So here's their zero edge blitz. Going to try to sweep to the outside. I purposely picked running plays with fullback. So our 2 wide receiver sets are big eye set, and then I did have a couple trips plays. So Walter Payton picks up 1 yard on the run. Off tackle against the blitz. Again, with the off tackles, I did the same thing. Out of strong eye, out of weak eye, to try to have that fullback make use of our full blocking. 1 yard loss this time. So far the runs haven't been too fruitful for us. And Oh, sorry, that's replaying the same play. All right. So here we go. 3rd and 11. So on 3rd and long, I do have it set to run outside sometimes and to pass sometimes. So on 3rd and long, oftentimes, like against heavy blitz plays, it's just going to be a sack or worse yet, a sack fumble. So sometimes you just gotta play position, and sometimes you'll break some big runs on 3rd downs. So we will punt. Our first possession is 3 and out. So now we'll look at our defense. On defense, usually rookie ball. The top teams like to run zero edge blitz, like um, Calgary Stampeders are going to be doing throughout this game. Uh, Again, out of respect for their coaching staff, um, good experienced coaches know plays like I mentioned to beat the heavy blitzes like zero edge blitz. So I am using a lot of dime 326 um, to cover the tight ends with my cornerbacks in this game. So I'll talk about that kind of as we go. So so this is out of the trips tight end flag. We will be calling this play as well. Um, it is a good play against uh, zero edge blitz, but because I have this tight end smother, that's just our corner on their wide receiver. Dive weak. Also, um, again, this was out of this out of their single back spread. Notice we have the 3-2-6 again, but we do have our run stopping defensive tackle in there, and I have linebackers that are these two linebackers are our cover linebackers, but the cover linebackers are like a combo of cover and run stop. So hopefully these three, with the presence of the safeties, will defend against that inside run. Wide receiver hook. Usually they target the tight end. This time it's going to their wide receiver two. We kind of got lucky that he dropped the ball, so they'll have to punt now. And beginning rookie, where players are starting to get their skills. Games are pretty sloppy. Um, that's why sometimes you will see players min-max their skills. So they're punting to Barry Sanders, and he'll call for the fair catch, and we'll see our second possession. So now you'll get to see our tight end flag versus their zero edge blitz, and Tony Gonzalez dives and drops the ball. Um, and I'm thinking that a future change I'm going to make is turning one of our tight ends into Rob Gronkowski. Gronk to go with Mr. Brady. Trying to run up the middle, and they guessed right with their middle overload. So we're going to say 3rd and long again. See, this time we are passing. And that's exactly what happens sometimes if you try to pass on 3rd and long, and they blitz is they get the sack, and worst yet, a sack fumble. So they're in pretty good field position now. So we'll hope that our defense is able to hold on. So the play action seems this play right here is a fairly popular play, um, especially by the competitive teams that that are in the know. That's out of single back spread, um, play action seams. I knew that they called this play, and that's why I have the 3-2-6 defense. And I wanted for this play, I wanted my double arc, which has my two cover um, linebackers kind of playing zone in the middle. It's got four corners and my two safeties. They were able to complete the pass underneath. Oh, same play again. Sorry. Wide receiver hook, middle overload. So what happened there is I had set the playbook up for on second and short for a percentage of the time. I forgot what percentage to actually go middle overload, and they chose the pass. So I was hoping that we put enough pressure on them with the middle overload that they would throw an incomplete or we'd get a sack. But they got the completion. Uh, and I kind of figured this is what we were in for because again I have a lot of respect for IROC Vans and his team, even though they don't have a full team of human players. uh, this is the one off problem of going with my bend and don't break defense versus the heavy blitz defense. I promise you'll get an opportunity to see the heavy blitz defense, maybe even in the next game against the computer. Uh, is it's a little bit weak to the run, but I wanted to I wanted to make them beat us with the run and not the pass. So we'll see how it goes. Another kickoff to Barry Sanders. Who's just dancing in the backfield. All right, we're going to go back to the outside run with Walter Payton and take a 1 yard loss. Um, I don't mind that on first down. I try to vary it. Not all passes, not all runs. It makes it more difficult for a defense, to know what you're going to do. Um, I try to run inside. I try to run outside. I try to run off tackle. So here comes some pressure from the middle overload. Our throw is incomplete to Julian Edelman. Tight end post is a good play for the wide receiver 3 or the tight end often. Third down and long again. We don't want to be in these third and long situations because again we either get sacked or sack fumble or incomplete, or we run the ball and can't pick up the big yardage. So we need to hope that we can do better on first and second down so we're not in third and long. Having to punt again. So they're calling their tight end flag. We have the tight end smother. He throws to the wide receiver underneath for a first down. Off tackle run. Good for 4 yards. Tight end crosses against tight end smother again. And it's their wide receivers that are beating us. So far, their tight ends haven't done too much, but their wide receivers have been able to step up and move the chains. Back to the off tackle run, 4 yard gain. Another off tackle run, a 3 yard gain this time. Third and 3, going back to the tight end flag, and again we have the tight end smother there. So you can, when I mentioned consistency earlier, right? If you know what plays they call and call often, and you have defenses that you want to use to shut those plays down, you hope that you can put yourself in a position a position where when they call that play, you have your the correct defense in. So we bent, but we didn't break, and they will punt to us. So let's see. Hopefully we can move the ball down 6-0. Still in the first. Zero wedge blitz again. Tight end crosses is a good play against zero edge blitz. It might not look like it right now. One thing that you do need to consider is that I bought this team 4 games in. I totally replaced all the computer players with human players, but in doing so, buying it 4 games in and putting in the human players, we have zero chemistry right now. So taking a little bit of a chemistry hit. Which is not helping us catch the ball. I think Shannon Sharp is going to become Rob Gronkowski. Again, zero edge blitz. This one we do complete underneath, right? Which will put us at a little more manageable third down. Right? 5 wide hooks. Our wide receiver drops the ball, so he was open, but he dropped it. So we are going to have to punt again and go back on defense. Wide receiver hook, tight end smother. So again, you can see that the defenses that I want are coming up, and this is good, right? It's intercepted by Champ Bailey. So turnover in our favor. We're gonna try to run it up the middle and only not pick up anything. Going to second and long, tight end post. Shannon Sharp unable to catch the ball, which is going to give us third and long, and we're going to try to run it again outside. It's going to be close. There we go. So that time it was Barry Sanders for 12 yards in the first down. So that's an example of something that can happen sometimes. A reason to possibly run outside against the blitz. I was hoping to try to catch them with the goal line run, but we only picked up 1 yard. So it'll be second and 9. Going back to the tight end flag against their zero edge blitz. So you can see so far, knock on wood, hopefully I'm not jinxing myself here, except for that sack fumble, they haven't gotten to our quarterback, which is saying a lot because, again, Rock Vance is a good coach. I think these might be all his builds, the human players. So with as much as he's called zero edge blitz, to only have that 1 sack so far is what you want to see. Wide receiver hook, targeting our tight end against the zero edge blitz. 5 wide hooks. Looking for wide receiver 3. Edelman still not able to catch the ball, but we are going to be 3rd and 3, so not 3rd and long. And they're going to bring the heat with the middle overload instead, and we are aiming for our tight end, targeting our tight end. You'll see how to do that. I'll show you how to do that in the playbook. We complete it to Tony Gonzalez for the first down, moving the ball. We're going to go the halfback weak pitch against the zero edge blitz. That didn't work. Still in the first quarter. 3-yard loss. So hopefully we'll have a good second down here. Going second and long, very long. We go back to the outside run, and Peyton still can't make much of it. So it's going to be third and very long. So we're probably going to, by the playbook, it should be another outside run. No, it actually went to the pass, and that's another example of a quarterback sack. Um, that was a cover sack there. Thank goodness it wasn't a fumble. Probably pushed us out of field goal range for the rookie ball. Yep. So we are going to punt, and it's still 6-0 early in the second quarter, and they'll get the ball to 20. Again, you can see they use wide receiver hook, shotgun wide receiver hook as well, and we are using our tight end smother out of the 3-2-6, and this is working both ways as far as people not catching the ball in rookie ball. Back to their wide receiver hook, back to our tight end smother. This time he does catch the ball for a first down. They're using tight end crosses. We're going tight end smother, and still making the catches for another first down. There we go. They're trying to go up the middle this time on second and short. We call it the middle overload, which is usually middle overload usually stuffs the middle. They did pick up 1 yard, just enough to get the first down. Back to tight end flags. Tight end smother. They are catching the ball more than we are. They've had some drops and some no catches, but and obviously they had the turnover. But I think they're catching the ball slightly better than us. They're going to dive up the middle for the first down. For tackle for 5 yards. Tight end cross, tight end smother. Oh, that was some luck for us that their halfback did not catch that. That he dropped the ball. It's going to bring up third and 5. Tight end flag versus our tight end smother, and they complete the pass. So they're doing what they need to do in order to beat us. They're not beating us with their tight ends. They're beating us with their wide receivers, and the combination of their wide receivers and the running yards. Slowly moving the chains. Off tackle run against the tight end smother. Another 5 yards. Another off tackle. This is out of that, I think, for 5 yards and a first down. That was out of the spread. Yep. Off tackle. Run again. Stopped him for 3 yards. They're going to run up the middle for 2 yards. So this is a big third down for us. Hopefully they'll have to kick, and hopefully they'll miss. But with our luck, we would miss. With our luck, they're gonna either get the first down, the touchdown, or make the field goal. But let's see. Tight end flags versus the tight end smother, and incomplete. So it's going to be a field goal attempt, and it's going to be good. So a respectable 9-0. Still in the first half. We got to get our offense rolling. So Barry returns it for 25 yards. At the 35. Let's see. Tight end flag. To Shannon Sharp for a first down. We'll go back to the goal line, trying to run up the middle. And they do have a good goal line defense, it would appear. Second and long, five wide hooks. Antonio Brown unable to bring the ball in, which is going to put up third and long and probably another outside run. Nope, back to the five wide hooks, and we get sacked. So this is not working. Well, the plays are getting called as I've set it up, but uh, my game plan in and of itself is not working as I would hope. And
Is there nobody watching?
I don't think so. Game is not, but I'm also making a video out of this, so people will be watching it at some other time.
Kind of before
Um, I lost my train of thought there. So we will punt. Tight end flags versus a tight end smother. Incomplete. Tight end flags versus a tight end smother. Incomplete. Seams versus the double arc. Big third down for us here. Oof. Another lucky play by us. Wow. He was wide open. A little bit of luck could be a good thing for us. Fair catch at the 45. Try to run again and get only 1 yard. So our running game is definitely not helping us much, except for that one outside run for the first down. I was hoping that our running game would be better against their their zero edge blitz. 4 yards there, so we're going to be at about third and 5 instead of third and long.
Holy shit.
And some good defense this time, batted away by their free safety.
Look at what I'm
Gonna have to punt.
on my eyeball. And it won't tell.
So we have to punt again, and here we go. Hopefully the clock works for us. Their wide receiver hook versus our tight end smother. Only a 1 yard gain to their halfback. Same thing again. Their wide receiver hook to our tight end smother. Defense is doing a good job. And on third and 9, tight end flag versus tight end smother. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about right there. Huge catch for them to get the ball up to midfield on a first down, third down conversion. Still plenty of time, 2 minute warning, plenty of time for them to score. Tight end flags against the tight end smother. Wide receiver hook versus tight end smother. And again, a lot of tight end smother. But again, I scouted these guys, and they target their tight ends a lot. These plays that they keep using that I use as well, similar strategies. So that's why I think they might have only had like 5 passes that they used in their playbook when I had scouted them. Wide receiver hook versus the tight end smother. I think that the way that this game is playing out, that if we didn't go with the defense that we were going with, that we would probably be down a lot right now. I think that we are taking their tight ends away. I think our biggest problem is our offense at the moment. hooks to wide receiver 3, Julian Edelman. I think that might be his first catch on the day for 6 yards. Tight end flag to Julian Edelman, 2 in a row. And he gets the first down. 1 minute left in the first half. Tight end post. Wide open, Shannon Sharp drops the ball. 2nd and 10. Tight end post versus middle overload. Julio drops the ball. This is part of our problem this game is the lack of runs and dropped balls. And it's going to make 3rd and long, which means we're going to try to run. And we're going to have to punt. And probably hopefully go into the locker room only down 9-0. 9-0. Although, a couple big plays and they're going to be at least in field goal range. Or 1P play action seems big play away could hurt us a lot. So gotta hope that it's 9-0 at the half. Another completion. This one's only good for 1 yard at least. Okay. So 3rd and 9. Wide receiver hook versus the tight end smother. And they are having a hard time catching the ball as well. But that's more due to our defenders being in the right place at the right time than us dropping the ball. So they will punt to us, and we're only going to have 40 seconds to do pretty much nothing. The way that our offense has been going this first half. It's 2nd and long. We need something here. There we go. Tight end crosses. Gets us 9 yards. So again, we're out of that 3rd and long situation. But another drop. And another punt. Tight end crosses versus our tight end smother. Wide receiver Sammy Jeter for 7 yards. That's the end of the half. Alright, they'll start with the ball. So we'll see whose second half is better. They'll start off trying to run it up the middle against our 3-2-6. Out of there. Here's the play action seams again. And a catch by the halfback for 7 yards and the first down. A new set of downs. Wide receiver hook versus our tight end smother. Halfback catches it but takes a 1 yard loss, so they're going backwards. Tight end flag versus tight end smother. There's the throw and there's the catch for another first down. Clutch catch into our half of the field. Running back up the middle for 2 yards. Wide receiver hook. Our defense is the tight end smother. He's going to roll out. Pick up 5 yards, so going to be 3-2 shy. Diving up the middle. Play action seams on first down. Catch, and a few yards after the catch, another first down. This is not the way we wanted to start the second half. Play action seams. That is what we needed. And that was intercepted by our cornerback, Darryl Green. That was huge right there. Hopefully it sparks the offense. post versus their blitz. That's going to be a good gain. Edelman asserting himself, 22 yards and a first down. 5 wide hooks again. Diving catch, but Edelman drops it again. But that's okay because he just made a huge play, and that was first down. The second down is going to be huge, though. Really not what I like to see. Trying to run up the middle. They hit us with a middle overload on 2nd and 10. Um, wow, we fumbled it, but we were lucky that we got it back. It is going to be 3rd and long, though, which means we're going to end up running the ball outside and punting. Back to them. Just short of their side of the 50. They're going to go shotgun wide receiver hook. And we have them covered with a dime 3-2-6 tight end smother. Play action seams. This is probably the play that scares me the most. And I didn't know if that lurk was going to be the answer for it or not. I was hoping that it would be. Wide receiver hooks, tight end smother. Back to the seams again. Oh, wide open. That's what that play has for a potential right there. I have that play, but it's just not getting called. It's in my playbook. It's just not getting called. That hurt. That was big for them. I was hoping to score first this half and then score last. That hurt. All right, let's go to work. Last. Oh, and I have to say too that another reason why I am running as much as I am against them with the zero edge blitz is because looking at their roster. I mean, we'll look at this after the game. They don't have a full human team. They've got a lot of CPU players. Their defensive tackles aren't built like ours for run stopping. So I honestly felt like we would get huge chunks running up the middle, and I thought that we'd burn them a few times at least on the outside runs. We've still not seen one quarterback rollout for our team. 2nd and 7, 5 wide hooks, another drop. RNG, random number generator, is not in our favor. 3rd and 7 at least. That's a good example of wide receiver hook versus zero edge blitz when they catch the ball. Don't drop it. Nice job, Shannon Sharp. First down. Back to first down again. Running off tackle or attempting to. And another thing too, another reason why these off tackle runs and these outside runs, especially if you have like that enough blockers, work well against zero edge blitz, is because the blitzers, the outside linebackers, are like at this level they're pumping points into most of the time. I obviously couldn't see IROC Van's builds, but pumping points into sprinting and just trying to get to the quarterback. Not run stop. So usually they'll run right by the halfback, and you can get running chunks in yards. Hopefully, we'll be able to see that, in some future games. But again, I knew what I was up against. Short hooks. That's good. Gonna make 3rd and short. Gonna try to run up the middle, and we did get just enough for the first down. This is one play that I probably won't go back to, is that goal line, but again, we're trying to just to run it in the middle. I try to get bodies in there, and they're shutting down our run game. Second down and 10, 5 wide hooks. Oh, we needed that. To Antonio Brown. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to jinx us. We really need a score here. Trying to go back up the middle again, and we take a 1 yard loss. Second and long, going to try to go outside and get stopped in the backfield. Oh, this time we're actually passing out of this. And we don't catch it. Lucky we didn't take a sack or the sack fumble. Can we hit the field goal? No. Wide, wide right. So that felt like a quick third quarter. Back to their off tackle versus our tight end smother. It's going to be good for 4 yards. Tight end flags versus tight end smother. Their halfback makes a diving catch and we can't catch the ball. Wide receiver hook. Another catch. Another first down. To midfield. Back to the off tackle run. Second back to the off tackle run. Third and inches. Middle overload. Can we stuff it? No. 1 yard and another first down. Off tackle for 5 yards. Off tackle run for tight end flag versus a tight end smother. Dive weak is going to get them 6 yards, put them in third and medium. Wow. Who was that? Oh, that was their, okay. That was their halfback. That was our strong safety. Because he was wide open. Tight end crosses, tight end smother. Covered by the tight end smother. Wide receiver hook, covered by tight end smother. On second and goal. Third and goal, tight end flags versus tight end smother. So we correctly knew what they were gonna do. We correctly matched up our playbooks against their playbooks. It's just they had better random number randomness in the game as far as them catching the ball and us not. See, that's an example of a 24-yard field goal missed. Yeah. Gonzalez unable to secure it. Going to bring up second and 10. Tight end crosses. Shandon Sharp does catch it. Going to be short. Can we get the first down on the inside run? Yes. We gotta move, boys. We can't sit here and waste clock. Wide receiver hook. Good job. Probably another inside run coming. Yep. This is what I was hoping to do, like just all game long. Complete the tight end over the middle, run for the first down, or run on first, run on second, run on third. All kinds of things we could do. But this is what it should look like. Our tight end cross versus Zero edge blitz. Incomplete to Tony Gonzalez. Tight end flag, zero edge blitz. That's a big catch right there by Shannon Sharp. Um, when I do you'll see these plays in the playbook when I do the video on scouting and game planning and playbook development. So if you're like, wait, what formation is that out of? You will see that um, in the next video. First down, 5 wide hooks. Julio's got a case of the drops. Sets up second and long, thank goodness. Shannon Sharp caught that out of the short hooks. Gives us a manageable third down. And instead of trying to run for it, we are going to try the 5 wide hooks and not catch it. Hopefully we will go for it here. No, we're going to try to kick a field goal. And miss wide. It was an off-tackle run, sorry, against the 3-2-6. Halfback blast. Not gonna lie, a little bit bummed. Although I shouldn't be because, as I said, IROC Vans is a really good coach. And I just thought that we would have a better chance of winning this game with us having the complete roster of human players and them having, I think, more CPUs on their roster than human built players. So no disrespect meant towards IROC fans at all. Totally the opposite. And then there's plays, like they're just making the plays, and we are not. Yeah. Just under 2 minutes left in the game. Third and 8. First down. And they will just kill the clock now. We have no more timeouts left. And there's just a minute left. So the Stampeders win 16-0. Let's take a moment to look at their roster, so you can see what I was talking about. So good game, IROC. So you can see, right, IROC does have quarterback, but it's not open build, so you can't see his build like we saw ours. This is interesting. Adept, natural, and scholar. I'd like to see where his points, the skill points are. Two running backs. His fullback is a blocking fullback, so I I think that he tried to do that same thing that we were trying to do. He just did it better. His offensive line is all computer, and you can get away with that at lower levels. Um, Two tight ends, receiving specialist, receiving specialist. So again, just like us, and you saw the plays he was calling. We had very similar game plans. One, two, three, four, five wide receivers. One being a computer receiver. Defense, right? You can see all CPU defensive tackles, so that means random builds. His pass rushers, his defensive ends are pass rushers, right? So again, that's where I thought that our runs would be able to run inside on these guys, run off tackle, run outside. Oh yeah, so their other defensive end is a pass rusher as well. Um, then he has two linebackers, right? Fumble creating linebacker, and probably the same build. Yeah. So that's kind of what I saw. And then when I looked at Goal Line Blitz, GLB2 Scout, which again you'll see in the next video, and looked at the plays that they called both. I mean, I knew that he called zebra. Sorry, we call it zebra. I mean zero edge blitz, predominantly, and on defense, and the five plays that he's going for on offense. And oh, that's what I wanted to look at. I wanted to see the box scores for that game. Let's see. Yeah. So we weren't that far behind him on completion percentage, believe it or not. He threw more than threw more than us. Our our rushing game just was horrible, especially compared to theirs. Right, our average 0.1 and 1.5. Right. And then receiving, right? You can see the two tight ends we targeted the most for them, right? Nice job. They weren't targeted. I think that's probably because they were smothered, and that the quarterback was forced to throw to other people. Let's see, drops for us: 2, 3, 4, 8 drops for us. Drops for them: 1, 2, 3. So, actually, let's see their defense. We didn't have any sacks, but we weren't bringing the blitz. For all of their blitzes, they had a total of 3 sacks. It looks like. Let's see what it's credited with up here. Let's see. Did it say that he was sacked 3 times? Yep. So, well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you learned something from the game. I hope that it's helpful. And I hope you're looking forward to the next video, which again will be us scouting, game planning, and playbook developing for our next game, which is against the CPU Denver Gangsters. Right? CPU owned, and I believe, oh no, they do have a couple humans in the mix. So it'll be interesting to see. I think they must have just recently been signed. one was signed. I guess they had them there. But anyways, I'm not too worried about that. Hopefully, we make out better in the win-loss than that. I don't want to lose any more credibility with you guys. So thanks for watching.